What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have this 2012. It's a Hyundai Accent GS, and today, well, we're gonna work on this code. Let me just go really quick to the scanner. Let's just wait for the system to load, and we're gonna go to diagnostics, control unit. We're gonna select the engine, and actually it's not gonna be a code in the engine. Well, I'm not sure, but yeah, we don't have no codes in the engine, but we have codes in the transmission. So we're gonna check that because we have this code P0880. It says transmission control module power input signal. So what basically means is that the computer in the transmission is not getting enough power so it can function correctly. And actually, let me show you really quick one of the symptoms. So basically you have the check engine light on, even though you don't have codes in the, as you saw in the computer for the engine, just the transmission. Well, when you shift reverse, well, you heard that the really hard clunk, and also the transmission stays always on the fourth gear. So we're gonna diagnose this car, and well, let's see if we can fix it. So right now I'm gonna go to the front, I'm gonna pop the hood, and I'm gonna gather some data. I'm gonna show you the code on the Mitchell, so you can know, or you have an idea of what we're gonna work on. So yeah, let's go over there. Okay, so we are here on the program, and actually we have a TSB. Let's check it out. So let's see. Okay, it says if you're servicing a vehicle with the following code, follow the procedure on page 4. Let's see. Okay, these are all the vehicles affected by this code, and well, it actually says that the parts you're gonna need, but basically it's a harness, I see. Okay, so we might have a harness rubbing against something, and basically I think it says warranty, but here we have an example. It says only it's the code is set when the power to the solenoid is lower than 7 volts or higher than 22 volts. So basically we need 12 volts on the solenoids, and well, the diagram here they put it. So it says we need to check that fuse, and also that one, this fuse for the transmission, and this fuse is for the engine module. So basically it goes through the same module, because I see here it's the powertrain module. So we gotta check those fuses first, and it's just an example. I'll show you the good diagram. Okay, it says that you need to attach GTS, but we have the scanner which is equivalent to it. And let's scroll down. So we need to check the connection of the computer first, make sure it's not damaged, and also they are removing the transmission. So probably this is maybe more, if you see that the connection is good, the fuses, then that probably might be inside the transmission than the solenoid pack. Okay, so let's go to the diagrams first, and let's check wiring diagrams. We're gonna see system wiring diagrams. We're gonna scroll down, and transmission, and here we see all the diagram for that. So this is TCU fuse, and that one goes all the way here to the, well, transaction switch, but we don't need that one. We need actually this one, the fuse, the ignition fuse for the computer. So we're gonna follow that one. It ends in 1, and let's follow that one. Let's see, it goes right here. Okay, so actually that fuse, I think it doesn't go to the solenoid pack. I think the PCM sends the, I think the computer sends the power to the solenoid pack. So we're gonna see which one is the power. Okay, the power is gonna be this one, green. We're gonna follow green. It's the 6. We're gonna go back, and we see 6. There we go. Solenoid power. There we go. So we're gonna check all fuses first, and then if I don't find anything, then I'm gonna disconnect the plug at the transmission and start checking. Okay guys, so we are here on the car, and actually I disconnected the plug from the transmission and I'm checking for the power on this. So the way this thing works is you have this computer right here. The computer is 2-in-1. You have the main one harness is for the transmission, and the other harness is for the computer. So first you might want to check your connections, unplug them, and check if you have water under or not, because look at this. This is a really good spot for the water to get in. And if you don't, then well, if you already checked this fuse, the 30 will be pretty much good. So I just jump right into the connection for the transmission because I want to see if I have the power there. So the way it works is when you open the switch, it sends power to the solenoids, but it goes really quick, so the computer can see the feedback. Once you open the switch, it makes a test of the whole circuit. Let me just take you to the diagram here so I can show you more simple. So come on, let's focus. Okay, here we have the transmission. These two wires are positive for the solenoids. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 solenoids. It's a pack. So these two wires supply voltage to the solenoids. So it goes really quick. When you open the switch, boom, it sends power to the solenoids just to make a quick test to make sure the solenoids are good. And when the power goes through here, well, it goes out through all the solenoids, out back to the computer. That way you can know if there's an open circuit or a short circuit with the solenoids. So every time you open the switch, it makes a diagnostic on the solenoids before allowing the power to be constant over here. So we might actually have a problem inside the transmission because there's a wire inside. I was doing some digging, and this is actually the harness for the transmission inside. And as you can see here, the ribbon looks kind of weak. So probably we have an internal problem with the harness of the transmission, and it comes all together. This is where the solenoids sit on this harness. And well, I already checked, and the power gets to the harness. When I open the switch, it just goes quick. And actually, when I was checking here the TSB for this code, well, it says right here that we have to remove the harness for the solenoids. So we have to remove the oil pan, all that, the ball body, and the connection wall is behind the ball body. There we go. And let's see over here, that's the connector. Let's just go up here. It says where it says the part you're gonna need. Let me just find it really quick. Let me just give you as much information as I can. Let me just find it. Where is it at? Oh, it's a harness. Yeah, see? For the 1.6, it's the same harness for all these. Same harness. Same part number. So that's pretty much what you're gonna need to fix this problem. I'm gonna order that harness, talk to the customer, and well, we're gonna disassemble the body and try to fix this car. I took the time already and removed the whole ball body and everything. You have to remove this cover right here. It's held by all 10 millimeters all around, and well, it's pretty simple to remove. There's not many obstacles. So here we have the ball body. As you can see here, we have the solenoids. I already tested the solenoids. They all are in good condition. And well, the bolts you need to remove are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to remove the temperature sensor or pressure sensor, and you have 1, 2, 3 over here. So once you remove those, you just pull it down and it will go out. Really simple. Also, this thing, you don't need to remove it, there's no need to it. The connector, it's gonna be here, and you're gonna remove this one, and I believe 2 on the side. Also at the top you have the connection that goes there. So on top of that, there's a securing clip held by 10mm bolt. You remove that one, and then you slide the washer to the side, and it will release the connection so you can pull it down. And well, we have the connector already here. As you can see here, this is the connection, and this is what connects to the solenoids. And to show you that this thing is actually not working, I'm gonna test this with the multimeter. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So here we have the 2 powers for all the 8 solenoids. One wire is gonna send power to 4 solenoids, and the other pin is gonna send power to the other 4 solenoids. So let me put the camera on the tripod, and I'm gonna show you how to test and assure this thing is the issue. Alright, so we have here this, and we're gonna use a multimeter, and we're gonna put it in the continuous mode or the beep mode. So that means continuity. And we're gonna take it doesn't matter which lead you take, just we're gonna put one here. And actually the first line is good on this connection. So let me show you really quick. So we have this one, which is 1 solenoid. We have good connection on one side, so that means this is a positive control and this is the negative control. Let's see, let's go to the next. So we have the positive here, this is the negative, so that's good. And there's nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. And there we have another one, the power and the ground connection, so that's good, nothing. And there we have the last one. So we already tested four connectors, so that's good. Let's go to the last one and we're done. So now we're gonna check the other connection right here, and let's start from the bottom. So we have this, nothing and nothing. This one is to the other connection, nothing, 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 nothing. So this confirms that our problem is the connector. This whole harness is the whole problem, why we're not getting power to the solenoids and why the transmission is acting up like it's doing. So I'm gonna wait for this connection to arrive, and then I'm gonna test it before I put it back to the car, just to show you that the new one is gonna be a little bit improved, and well, hopefully everything goes good. Bye guys, so I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay guys, so we have already the new connector, and we're gonna do the same test. We're gonna check the continuity, and let's check. Okay, we have 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that's good. We go to the next one, and this one, we already got it, this one already, and there we go. There, 2, 3, and the last one, 4. Okay, so we have a good connector. So this one definitely is not good. So now let's just install this back to the car. We're gonna put grease here and plug it in and put everything back together. And by the way, this is an original connector for this. The part number for this will be in the link in the description, so you can go and get it. This is actually the part number right here. Okay, and well, let's start assembling back everything. So we have the the connector already in place, and this one was already kind of hard to remove. I had to use the heater gun, and this connector goes right here. If you want to buy this separate, I think it comes together if you want to buy all of it. So let's make sure it clicks in there, and we have those bolts right there. We're gonna put those first. Tighten those bolts first. Okay, so we have the ball body right here, and you don't really have to change the gasket because it's metal. And once we install the ball body, we're gonna lift this connection and we're gonna try and squeeze it in through this little opening. And yeah, well, I'm gonna do it because it's really hard with one hand. And let's go. Okay, so we install already the ball body, and also make sure when you're installing this you put that little lever in there because that's important. And we have the clip right here for the connector, so we're gonna install that one back like this, and we're gonna secure it with the pole right here. So before I put the cover on, I'm gonna plug the battery and I'm gonna check for codes, make sure the electrical is working because we have to double check. Gotta make sure. And yeah, well, let me connect the battery and I'll go over there and plug in the scanner. Okay, so we are here and we're gonna check for codes. We're gonna open the switch and let's check the transmission module, make sure we don't have any codes. Probably we're gonna have store codes, so I'm gonna clear those. All right, let me clear these. Clear. And we actually have TCM power input signal, so that means I think I left something disconnected. So let me, oh yeah, actually I have the plug disconnected, so I want to plug the connection back, and well, let's test this again. Okay, so you already connected the transmission connector plug. I want to try this one more time. We're gonna erase the codes, and there we go, no more codes. So we're gonna go back, close it and open it, and let's do an auto scan of everything. Okay, there we go, and we're good, no more codes. So before even opening the switch, I had a lot of codes just for the for that particular solenoids, well, because the power was missing for it. And well, we don't have any more codes. Okay, so I'm gonna fill the transmission with oil, and then we're gonna take this car for a test drive, make sure everything's working good. Okay guys, so I've been testing this car for a while now, and well, it's shifting very good now than before, because before it was just stay on the last gear, and well, every time you put it in the drive it would jump because of the limp mode. And well, basically this is how you fix this problem with this Hyundais. Okay, so this will be pretty much the end of the video, guys. I will call this problem a successful fix. If you have any questions or concerns or anything, feel free to ask, comment down below, turn on notifications on. Please like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and well, I'll see you on the next episode. You fix up. Bye.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting